Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, Kira Kinesis. My name is Kira, and today all you need is a mat and a good space to move, maybe a glass of water nearby. What we're doing today, I am really excited about. We're going to be doing two different components to our workout. The beginning is going to be more flow-based, focusing on hip mobility, core activation. The second part is going to be all circuit style power Pilates. So this will be maybe 30 to 40 minutes long. I'm going to call it a power Pilates workout. So definitely doing some of the original mat repertoire, but getting a little bit creative, putting some animal flow, a little bit more athletic movements into our practice today. So if that sounds good, then join me on the mat seated. We're going to begin. Sorry, I've got my little notes to remind me of everything. We're going to begin seated today, actually. So I want you to sit nice and tall with a neutral spine. We've talked about this before in my other videos. Neutral spine, so you're engaging your belly muscles, the abs on the front of your core, and the back. So I'll show you from the side. When we're sitting nice and tall, our shoulders and our ears should be stacked over our hips. No slouching, no raising the shoulders up into the ears. So you're going to be seated in that neutral position to begin, one ankle crossing in front of the other. Let's begin with a cumulative inhale. Everybody together. Through the nose, fill up your lungs, out into the ribs, into your back. And exhale out the mouth. 2 more breaths. Last one, full inhale. And out through the mouth. Hover your arms out into a T position, sending energy from your left fingertips all the way through to the right. We're going to start with a simple circle. The size of a golf ball. You're not doing a huge circle here, just a tiny motion. And your arms are slightly in front of your shoulders. That'll keep you from poofing your ribs and your chest forwards. So just keep the arms a tiny bit in front of the shoulders as you circle the arms. Maintain your tall posture. And continue breathing fluidly as we do this little shoulder circuit. Reverse the direction of your circle. So these exercises might seem simple, but we're going to do a nice little flow that will definitely get you feeling the shoulder burn. Okay, from there, palms face up. We're going to do, with our palms facing up, little backwards and forwards pulses. We're not circling, just doing a forward and backwards, tiny movement. Again, keeping the arms in front of the shoulder, just a little bit. Okay, from there, keep the palms up, bring them in front of your shoulders. We're going to do the offering, like you're offering me a plate of food. You're a waiter or a waitress serving a platter. Inhale as the elbows drive back by your lower ribs. Exhale as you serve the platter. Keep the palms up. So you might notice that one of my palms is not all the way up. That's my right arm, and I have a shoulder injury that kind of prevents me from getting full ranges of motion in that shoulder socket. So do what you can in your body without forcing anything. 2 more. Stay here, palms are still up. We're going to do little, what do you call this? Scissors, we'll call them scissors. With the palms up, gives you more external rotation, more openness at the shoulder. All right, now, palms face down. We're going to widen the shoulder blades. I'll show you this from the side. So reach forwards into protraction, widen the shoulder blades. All you're moving are your shoulder blades on the rib cage. Then narrow them. Pull your shoulder blades back towards your spine without changing the elbow. You're keeping the arms straight. So it's a push and a pull. Protraction to retraction. We widen and we retract the blades of the shoulder. Adding on, I'm going to come to face you again. Now, as we retract, we bend the elbows. So it's a straight arm, protract, bend the elbow, retract. Get into a nice fluid, rhythmic fashion. Breath to movement. Adding on, we're going to open into our goal post. So adding to that combo, one movement. External rotation is really hard for me, but all the more reason for me to practice it on a regular basis. So this motion, I'm going to show you from the back. This arm's a lot better than this one, by the way. So maybe watch my left arm more than my right. So when I'm doing that widening and protracting, I retract and I come into the external rotation goalpost position. I'll do two more here, then we're adding on. Okay, very nice. So from there, we're going to do from here, open and close, close, open, goalpost to like a prayer palm position with our palms in front of our face. Think about the elbows coming close to each other. Again, mine isn't going to look ideal, but try to bring the elbows close to each other. Press the palms into each other. We are working our serratus anterior muscle, also known as the push-up or the boxing muscle. It helps with punches and doing push-ups. That muscle engages to stabilize your shoulder blade. Pause here. Bring the palms down to your heart, to your breastbone here, and we're going to get a little wrist warm up. Rotating prayer palms is what I call this. Try to relax your shoulders down the back of your rib cage, and then just focus on the wrists, getting that nice deviation up and down, ulnar to radial deviation. Nice. Adding on, the back of the palms, the back of the hands pressed towards one another. I can't talk. You can see what I'm doing though. You get that nice reverse prayer palm stretch. Stretching into flexion. We were just in wrist extension, so we always need to counter every movement with its opposing movement. When you're on your wrists a lot or typing a lot, this is a really good stretch to counter extension of the wrists. Take one inhale here and one exhale. Okay, moving on, our last part of this combo I'm going to show you from the side. So tall spine, we are going to hinge our spine forwards from the hips. Widen your hips. Your tailbone is released, it is not tucked. The arms come back behind you, straighten the arms, tuck your chin a little bit, and start pulsing out. Little tiny pulses out and in towards your midline. Strengthening the triceps, the back of the arm. Working into shoulder extension. We were doing a lot of shoulder flexion before. Now we are working extension of the shoulder. And then draw little circles. Golf ball, again, golf ball sized circles. Reverse the direction. And now from there, your palms face forward to the best ability. My right one is saying, no, I don't want to. It's feeling sticky. But do those pulses here, working a different part of the tricep. Your triceps muscles have 3 heads, so we have to target them in different ways by making little tweaks to our movements. 3, 2, 1. Before coming onto our backs, we are going to do our braced butterfly and a little hip, really fun hip combo. So braced butterfly, the soles of your feet come together and your knees are up. We're not going super deep into the stretch like you can do. From there, hinge the hips forward yet. Again, take the elbows and press them into your shins, and you're in this braced position, creating a bind, pressing into your shin with the elbow to help straighten your spine, engage your core, and look ahead of you. Braced butterfly. Take another inhale. Upon your exhale, you fold forwards from that lengthened position. We lengthen the spine first in Pilates, and then we fold into flexion. So now you can hold onto your feet, allow your knees to go a little deeper down into the stretch, and melt any tension you're holding in your upper body down, down, down towards the mat and your feet. Back to braced butterfly. And circle the arms up, inhale. And exhale, the hands come to the knees magically, and we are going to keep the right foot on the floor. Your knees are bent. Your knee is bent. The left leg goes out in front of you. Okay, from here, options. You can have your hands interlaced on the back of your right thigh. That's where I'm going to be to begin. And you want to sit up as tall as you can. Nice neutral spine core engaged. Another option would be to have the hands behind you, fingers face away to hold yourself up, but don't find yourself slumping into the shoulders. If you are there, you are nice and tall. The final option is to be here without any support from your hands. I'll demonstrate 2 of those options. So I'm going to be here. My biceps are engaged, my elbows are wide, my shoulders are relaxed down. From there, we're going to start lifting the left leg, the leg that is facing the screen, facing me. Whatever leg that is for you. As you lift, I want you to focus on a few things. Your core is nice and engaged. Your hip flexors are firing. We're working all 4 of the quadriceps vasti muscles. And I don't want you to lock out your knee. So we don't want to like force it into extension. We're working on something called terminal knee extension, which means the last 15 degrees of extension at the knee, which a lot of people tend to be kind of weak in, including me. And we're also working end range of hip flexion. So these are difficult. They are definitely challenging exercises. One more. Rest for a second. Reset your body. Maybe try a different hand position if that one wasn't working for you. I'll demonstrate this one next. Okay, now hover that left leg out and in, out and in. If these are too many repetitions for you, then I want you to cut it short. Listen to your body. My body is different than anyone else's. And these are challenging for me. Working on that lateral hip strength and mobility. One more after this. Lower the leg. Let's repeat all of that on the right. So, bring the left knee in. Any variation. Tall spine. It's okay if you tuck the tailbone a little bit and lean back if you need to. That will make it easier. But make sure the deep core muscles are turned on. Otherwise, you are up here more erect. We start with those right leg raises, neutral position of the foot, ankle, and hip. Just raising it up and down. Breathing, use your breath. If you want a challenge, you're here in your hug a tree arms. Soft bend at the elbow. We have 3 more raises. 2 and 1. Rest for a second, recalibrate, reset everything in your body. And now we raise the leg and we do our out and in windshield wipers. Hovering that right leg. Strengthening the hip. Feeling the burn. Welcoming the burn. Because you know it's making you stronger. It's really good to have strong hips, mobile hips and ankles, because otherwise knee problems arise when you are lacking mobility in the ankle and the hip joints. One more. Back to the other leg. Take a moment. See how we're doing on time? Okay. So very soon we're going to go into our circuit. This is our warm-up. All right. One more thing on each leg. So find a starting position, a good base of foundation, a good foundational base for your movement. Take an inhale, exhale. We're going to be in turnout this time. So we were parallel, now we are externally rotating from the femur bone within the hip socket. So find that rotation, point through the ankle, and go out to the diagonal, and we're gonna lift here. So it's not very far out to the side, but a little bit out to the side. It's okay if you can't stay completely tall on your body. Remember, it's okay to tuck the tailbone a little bit and find that deep C curvature of your spine. Pulling these belly muscles in. 3, 2, 1. Rest, reset. Maybe try a different variation. This is the hardest if you want to try this one. It's the hardest one, but I am sure that some of you can do it. So get ready for movement. We're going to do our out and ins. Point through the foot. Out and in. External rotation at the hip. Find that turnout. Now you have the option of flexing and pointing. Flex the ankle, point. Flex, point. Or you can point, flex. I kind of like that better. Point away, flex in. One more. Whew. Before switching sides, we have one more. We're going to do our tiny golf ball sized circles. That's our theme for our warm up today. Little circles, external rotation, painting that golf ball, painting a circle around it. Reverse the direction. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Oh my goodness. Pull yourself up nice and tall. I'll demonstrate this option. It's okay to interchange them. You have 3 great options. Just make sure you are activating through your shoulders, never slumping. Never slumping. From there, let's see where we start. Externally rotate the right leg within the hip socket. Point through the ankle and, bring the leg out a little bit to the side and then raise and lower with control. Always hovering the leg, never letting it flop into the mat beneath you. I like this one best, this arm position. 3, 2, 1. Bring it home, reset. Whew, I feel my hips. It's good. It's good to feel them. They are alive and working. Okay, out and ins, adding the ankle mobility if you would like. Out and in. Externally rotate the hip. Maybe you flex out and point in, or you point out and flex in. That's my favorite. Core is engaged. You are breathing. You are happy. You are getting through this. 3, 2, 1. Reset. We have our final challenge. Get ready. Circles. External rotation still at the hip. Painting around that golf ball. 3, 2, reverse. Oh, I am so tired. 3, 2, 1. Back to your braced butterfly. Hip hinge forwards. You get why it's called power Pilates? It's a little harder than usual. Lots of hips today. And then fold forwards. Release the hips. Release any tension you're holding. Okay, now rolling up through the spine. Let me look at my little notebook. So we've got our circuit. It's a 2-part circuit. The first one is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exercises. And we are going to do each one for 45 seconds. I will set a timer. I will demonstrate everything for you before we go into it. And we will do 1 round. That's it. Just 1 round with really good form. And then we will do the next circuit, which is exercise A, B, C, D, E, and F for 45 seconds each. And then we will wrap up. That's our entire workout today. Okay, I've got my timer ready. 45 seconds is ready to go. So, our first exercise, I'm going to demonstrate the first 2, and then I'll do the next exercises after that, is a thigh stretch, lean back, and then we have an L sit or a pike to a tabletop. So the thigh stretch should feel really nice after we just worked our hips a lot. It might be a little intense. So you are kneeling in a total kneeling position. Your knees are now your feet. From there, your hip distance apart. Bring the arms in front of your shoulders, palms face one another. We take an inhale to grow nice and tall. Exhale. We inhale as we lean back. We exhale to come back. Now you only lean as far back as you can tolerate. You'll feel a very intense stretch on the hip flexors, on the quads, but you don't want to break that line of movement. I don't want you to flop back. Ooh, I just got a little pop there. You want to keep your body like a nice plank all the way from your crown of the head to the knees. Okay, that's exercise A. Then we have an L sit to a tabletop. Variations. So from here, you can be on your fists. That will give you a little more height, which will make it a little easier. I'll show you that first. Activate the shoulders, roll them down and back. We come into our tabletop, high crab bridge. Knees and ankles are aligned. Engage the glutes, find your tabletop position. Then we flex the ankles, send our hips back into like a swing. It's like we're on a swing, swinging up and down into our pike. Really engaging the deep abdominals here, pulling our belly button back to the spine, C-curving the spine. So we get that extension of the hip and then that deep flexion. You could also do it here with your hands on the ground, fingers away from you. Okay, we're gonna do those two, and then I will demonstrate the next two exercises, okay? 45 seconds each, back to back, no rest. 3, 2, first exercise, 45 seconds. Inhale, use your breath to go back. Exhale, up. Remember to engage those glutes and hamstrings here. Feeling the stretch, but not breaking form, not arching your back. 3, 2, 1, right away, 45 seconds. We're going into exercise B. So I'll show you what it looks like here on the hands. Hip extension, pull the belly back. It's okay if your glutes graze the ground. I'm kind of hovering, I'm barely grazing. Every few reps, I graze the ground a little bit. But if you want to have a little more height, then come onto the fists. Also, if your wrists are getting tired, this is a good alternative. It keeps your wrists in a neutral position. Really focus on that hip extension, opening the front of the hips at the top. And now the flexion, stretching the back of the legs. Whew, time, come down. Our next one is a side kick through with a hip pike, and then a side kick through, donkey kick, toe tap. I will show you what that looks like. So, the first one, side kick through, you come to your beast position, quadruped, curl the toes, hover the knees. You kick the right leg through, the left arm comes back, the side of the hand is by your ear. It's a push and a pull. Hovering the hips a few inches above the ground. Then you come into your pike on the balls of the feet, hips are high. Then you do your side kick through to the other side. Your leg is in line with your hip, straight leg pointing through the ankle. So I'll show you one more this side. Exhale as you find that side kick through position. Inhale to find your pike. The next exercise is a variation of that. So it is I'll show you this way first, side kick through, toe tap. You could also tap the knee if that's easier. And then a donkey kick to switch sides. So you just kick up, kick, kick, switch. Adding that tap if you would like. All right. And let me just show you the last one. We'll do all three in a row. Teaser 3, high crab bridge. So just like we were here, high crab bridge, come down. Roll through your spine into your teaser 3 position. It's a hollow hold. You might know it as a hollow hold. Engage the abs. Come back up. So there we go. Make sure that you are not letting your lower back arch. You are thoroughly engaging these ab muscles to protect the lower back from arching. And you find that nice extension at the top. And here we go. I'm tired from demoing. The first exercise in 3, 2, 1. Side kick through to a pike. Find your beast. Exhale. Side kick through. You don't need to rush it. Inhale, pike the hips. Engage the core. Exhale, side kick through other side. Inhale, up. Find your flow. Find your speed that you're comfortable going at today. You can modify with a sit through, which is where the top of the foot binds to the other ankle, back of the ankle, and you're still hovering. So that's a sit through variation you could do if the other one is a little hard. In time, we don't really rest here. We're gonna go straight into our toe tap donkey kick variation in 3, 2, 1. So here, maybe add the toe or the knee tap. Donkey kick, strong shoulders. So we're finding that oppositional push and pull with the foot and the elbow coming back. And then a little kick switch. Inhale. And exhale. Almost there. I'm moving forwards on my mat. Finish your next rep. Come to beast. Down on your knees. Take a quick breather. And on to our high crab tabletop. Teaser 3 with me. Again, you can be on the fists if you'd like. Find your tabletop. Butt comes down, roll through the spine. Teaser 3. Sweep back up, crab. The lower the legs are, the harder it will be. The higher the arms and legs, the easier it will be on your core. Listen to your body on that one. Really drive the hips up. This is not about arching the back as in a gymnastics or yoga bridge. It's about keeping the glutes active and opening the front of the hips. And that was our last one. Take a sip of water, you deserve it, while I demonstrate the next exercises. So it looks like, yeah, we'll be about 40 minutes with this workout. So our last part, I'll do the same thing, demonstrate 2, we will do the interval, you rest while I demonstrate the next 2. The first one is a reverse plank with a knee march and a commando plank leg pull. I'll explain what that is. 45 seconds of each. So the first one, you come here, we get into our reverse plank position. The fingers can be forwards, to the sides, or back. That's going to be the most intense, most opening of the shoulder and the chest, which might be tight. I like to do this version with the fingers forwards. I activate my shoulders, I engage my glutes, I engage my upper back. My shoulder blades are pressing towards each other, pinching towards the spine. And then I lift into my plank, and if you need to make any adjustments, like bringing the hands back a little, that's okay, because you want to make sure when you come up, your shoulders and your wrists are about stacked. You can do a little body check. Glutes are engaged. The exercise is simply a knee drive, march, alternating sides. Try not to let the booty fall down like this. As you march, try to keep that opposite glute engaged as the other knee drives in towards your chest. Modification is to do marches from your high crab that we have done many times by now. Second exercise is a plank, commando plank. So from high plank, you march down to your low plank and back up. That's a commando plank. We'll alternate sides. So if you lead with the right arm, then next time you lead with the left. But we're going to add something. It's going to be a kick, kick, down, kick, kick, down, commando, kick, kick, down, kick, kick, down. And then we keep repeating that. Make sure you are pointing your foot on those swift kicks. You're keeping your leg in line, not going higher than the hip on your kicks. Whew, okay, are you ready? I am ready. Let's get started. 45 seconds. Starting with the reverse plank in 3, 2, here we go. So set for movement. Engage the shoulders and lift the glutes. Find your good high plank before adding the march. Exhale to drive the knee. Inhale to set it back. Or you are here, marching from your high crab bridge position, your tabletop position. Set it down. Come onto your plank on your hands. Then we'll start in 3, 2, 1. Hold your high plank. Nice, strong plank. Press the ground away from you through both of your hands and the balls of your feet. Now we move, pulse, pulse, down. Other leg down. I'm marching down to my low plank and I'm doing the same thing. And I'm coming up. Kick, kick, lower. Kick, kick, lower. Come down with the opposite hand and arm if you remember. If not, no biggie. But we want to have even muscular development by not always favoring the same side. March it up. Set, inhale, inhale, exhale, lower. One more. So, whew, and rest. We're flying through this workout. So our next one is a side lying leg tuck to a pike. Let's see. And then a side lying leg raise with the hand behind the head. So we'll do both sides. Obviously, on your forearm, pressing out and away from the floor, then you're on your left butt cheek. So you're not on both butt cheeks, you're on your left butt cheek, right here. So from here, let's do a hand behind the head. We'll do a crunch and a pike toe tap. Crunch and a pike toe tap. The second exercise is simply going to be hand behind the head the whole time. Raise and lower the legs, both sides, 45 seconds each side, okay? These are brutal. I'm warning you now. You might hate me after these. 3, 2, 1. First side. If you're mirroring me, you'll probably be on your left butt cheek and your right butt cheek and your right arm. But I'm here, hand behind the head, on my left butt cheek. So you do that tuck and pike tap. Exhale here, inhale, extend, exhale here. Open that chest, don't collapse the chest. Press into that forearm that is grounded on the ground. Working our side body, our obliques are getting stronger. Rest. Whew. Do whatever you need for a second. And we're going straight into our leg raises, same side. Hand behind the head on the your right butt cheek, my left. Legs are straight. We raise and lower. If you need a modification, you can hold the top leg and simply do the bottom leg, working on adduction, working the inner thighs of the bottom leg, and you have a little support, a little assist on the top leg staying up. Otherwise, you super glue both legs together and work a little harder. Almost there. Whew. Oh my goodness, rest a second. Oh, I am feeling it. Other side. Whew. I'm reluctantly getting there. Okay, we're gonna start in 3, 2, one. First option, so you're on that forearm pressing into the palm. You're on that other butt cheek, maybe your left butt cheek now, hand behind the head. We do that crunch, extend, inhale, toe tap, extend. Never slumping into this arm and shoulder, staying lifted, proud chest. Oh my goodness. This is an endless 45 seconds. It just ended. I spoke too soon. Okay, rest. Ooh, nice pop. Second exercise. 3, 2, 1. Remember your options. You're either here holding the top leg, just working the bottom leg into that leg raise, or you're here, hand behind the head, super gluing the legs together, working them as one unit. You're only on one butt cheek. You're not on both. Press away from the floor. Working your obliques. I definitely feel it. The good thing is we only have 2 more exercises, then we're done. Ooh, oh my goodness, come on out of that. Okay, next and final 2 exercises, then we'll do a tiny stretch and end our power Pilates workout of the day. So we have a plank jack to a beast jack and a squat reach. So that fancy name for the first one is simply a plank. There's 2 options, high impact and low impact. You can either go step out, walk to beast, step in, step out, step in, walk it out, or the high impact is a plank jack, walk it in, beast jack, walk it out. Second and last exercise is a squat reach. So I'll show you from the side first. Feet are parallel, maybe a tiny bit turned out, a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart. We squat down, we reach, we pull, we come up. So it's a squat, reach, pull, come up. Okay, let's finish this workout nice and strong. Coming into your plank, we are starting in 3, 2, here we go. 1, plank, maybe jack or step out. I'll do half and half. So it could be here, step in here, back to plank, or the higher impact, jumping. Core is engaged. Keep your neutral spine. Even as we add perturbance to the exercise, you are stabilizing that spine. And your shoulders. Press away from the ground. Activate your shoulders. Long 45 seconds, but we are done. Oh, come up to the standing, to the standing. I am winded. To standing. And we'll do our squats. Push and pull. 3, 2, 1. Squat down. Grab, pull, come up. Push, pull, up. Inhale. Exhale to come up. Show you from the side again. Engage those glutes, weight is back. We are almost done. One more. Ta-da! You've made it to the end of Power Pilates. Let's end with a quick little stretch. Come into your side, mermaid position with the top leg over the bottom leg in front of the back foot. Hold on to that ankle, reach actively up and to the side, palm facing down on that up arm. Rotate your neck a little bit. Breathing in to the side body here, filling up that lung. Arms out to a T. Square your torso to the side. Nice little rotation. Other side. Side mermaid position. Stagger your legs, stagger your feet. And we bring that hand here. Can't speak, I'm sorry. I'm just tired. And then the other arm comes up and over, palm facing down. Full inhale into your lungs. Exhale. Square your torso to the other side wall, getting a nice rotation in the spine from your side mermaid position. Nice and tall, inhale. And exhale, come forwards. And we'll end in our braced butterfly to our butterfly stretch. One more time. Hinge forwards, elbows press back into the shins, tall spine. Get as tall as you can through that spine. Pull it nice and long and then fold forwards into your butterfly stretch, holding onto your feet and letting any tension in your head, in your jaw, maybe unclench your jaw if you're holding it tight. Let all of that bad energy that you don't need to hold on to flood out of your body here and onto the mat. And then roll up. Look to the right and left a few times for that neck, relieving any tightness. And then pretend you're listening to a phone on one of your shoulders, your left, my right. Take that left ear to your left shoulder, stretching out the side muscles of the neck. And take that other hand onto your thigh and press down. So by pressing down, you'll help to really give more space here. Stretching into sternocleidomastoid and your upper trapezius muscle. Before we switch sides, center your head. Rotate the neck to the left. Angle it up on the diagonal with your chin like a posh, prim and proper person. Prim and proper person, that's a tongue twister. Looking up with disdain. And then do little U's with your little prim and proper chin. You're painting a capital letter U. Moving around wherever it feels nice. I feel a really nice release right in here. Those anterior scalene muscles of the neck. And then come through center, other side. Listen to the phone, ear to the shoulder, like you're holding an old-fashioned chunky phone with your ear to your shoulder. Then take that opposite hand, your left, my right, press into that same-sided thigh. Press down to create more space, elongation in those muscles. Breathe into it. Come back through center, rotate the head to the right, and then from there, go to your little prim and proper chin and nose up to the sky position, and paint your capital letter U's. Little movement of the chin. Maybe pausing wherever it feels nice. You can tuck your chin, feel it lengthen the back of the neck. You can rotate more to one side or the other. And then bring your head back through center. And we have made it to the end of Power Pilates. I hope you enjoyed this workout. I will definitely be putting more Power Pilates format workouts out with a little bit of flow, a little bit of circuit. So be expecting more of this style, and please check out any of my other videos. I have quite a few Pilates workouts, full length, 20 to 40 minute to an hour length follow along classes, along with other routines, strength and mobility using the mini band, balance routines, yada yada, lots of fun stuff here on my channel. Give me feedback anything you want, a suggestion for material you would like me to cover, I am down to answer any of your questions. Let me know in the comments or send me an email. Thank you so much for joining me here on the mat with Kira Kinesis, and I look forward to working out with you next time.